This hour's spotlight, and tonight we're shining a light on survival, perseverance, and bravery. Robin Macina is a breast cancer patient. She's fighting. She's a fighter, a survivor, currently undergoing treatment, and her story, along with 30 others, are being shared in a photo essay called "I Want You to Know." Now, these incredible warriors are from all walks of life, and they're trying to raise further awareness of this deadly disease. Robin joins me now, along with Ellyn Winters-Robinson, who is also a cancer survivor and an advocate. So lovely to see both of you. Thank you for this.
Hi, thank you for having us.
I think this photo essay is an incredible idea. Robin, I want to start with you first. Talk to me about your decision to become part of it, to really put your story out there.
Yeah. So when Ellyn approached me to be a part of this, I really saw it as an opportunity to give back in a way that would be different than just making a donation, especially as a young half-Black woman. You don't see women my age in campaigns or women that look like me in a typical breast cancer campaign. And so this was a really unique opportunity to help rewrite the narrative around breast cancer.
Ellyn, what about yourself here, getting Robin and others involved in this, really putting a strong visual on this disease?
Yeah, it was really important to us. There were two sort of premises that when we went into this project. One, we really wanted to show a much more inclusive picture of breast cancer. It's very much, this time of year, October, you see a lot of middle-aged white women dressed in pink. And we really wanted to show the full representation and really drive home a message that breast cancer can happen to anyone, young, middle-aged, men, trans men. It's everyone's disease. Yeah. And the other piece of it was really that we wanted to speak to outside of the echo chamber. We really wanted to get a message out to those who don't have breast cancer, that it could be you.
Yeah, and we know that unfortunately there doesn't have to be breast cancer, any type of cancer, running in the family in order for one to become, to fall victim to this. Robin, what is in brief, if you could tell us what your cancer journey has been like?
Yeah, so my journey really began when I was 23. I found the lump myself, and I went and got an ultrasound and was told, it can't be cancer, you're too young for cancer. And so that kind of went on for about a year, till about April 2022. And it ended up getting too big. It was painful. I finally got a biopsy and ended up being diagnosed with stage 2 invasive ductal carcinoma. And yeah, I went on to do fertility treatment, chemotherapy, a lumpectomy, radiation, immunotherapy, the whole works of it all. And now at 26, I am now 1 year in remission.
Well, I'm so happy that you're in remission, but I'm so sorry that it has happened to you so young. And Ellyn, I know your journey as well has taken you, down such a unique path as well. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed in March of 2022, and I was that fit girl that did everything right, breastfed my babies, did all the things, and yet still found myself diagnosed with breast cancer. I'd even had a clean scan in 2019 and managed to have 3 tumors in my left breast, and so there was no saving my breast, and so I ended up with a double mastectomy and then chemotherapy and radiation.
You mentioned, Ellyn, and Robin, you also did as well. The face of breast cancer, in many ways, when we look at the campaigns, have a particular look to them. But Robin, in your case, you're saying, you know what, I need to shed a light and say it happens to everyone, including someone as young as 23. Is there, and I'll get you to both answer this question, did you see or notice or feel that there is a level of discrimination when it comes to health care, when it comes to access of services, because of the color of your skin, Robin?
So speaking on my own personal experience, I personally didn't face any discrimination based off of the color of my skin. In fact, I actually had the opposite when it comes to treatment.
Okay.
But there definitely is an issue with BIPOC individuals, and specifically Black women, tend to develop breast cancer at a much younger age, and they tend to develop much more aggressive forms of the disease. And because many provinces across Canada, the age is still 50 for screening, those cancers are not always caught early. And so it's also true that there's a lack of representation, obviously, amongst breast cancer campaigns. And so women, Black women, aren't really seeing women that look like them that have breast cancer to know to check their breasts, which is really kind of the main point of this campaign, is to show the many faces of breast cancer.
Ellyn, I've got about 30 seconds left here. What do you want Canadians to know?
I want Canadians to know their bodies. I want them to get screening if it's available to them. And I want them to fight for themselves, especially if they are in one of these marginalized communities. It's really important that that you're your own best advocate.
You are both incredible women warriors indeed, and I'm so honored to have you both speaking with me today. Robin Macina, Ellyn Winters Robinson, thank you both so very much. Well, I'd love to follow your journey, both of you, and I wish you both well.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.